Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Well, we're gonna start off inside. Where did Boo Radley just go? Oh, he's right here. You guys wanna say hello to Boo Radley? Boo Radley! He was just eating his dinner. How was your dinner? Was it good? Look at his little tongue. Isn't it so sweet? His little paws. Hi, honey. Do you wanna say hello to everybody? Say hi, everybody. I'm just running around having a good day today with my dad. What are we doing today? Well, we've been making videos and we've been going outside and running around and having treats and all kinds of stuff. We've been doing laundry and making the bed. So, yeah. I am currently uploading videos. So, I thought that I would just have you guys with me for a second while I am uploading videos. Hold on a second. On my channels of love. And then I will go outside and I will vlog outside. But I wanted to have it all set up just to start uploading my videos. So let me get in here and do this. How are you guys doing today? I'm uploading currently my review video. Trying fun ice cream treats, which was really good. I had a really fun time reviewing these treats. I reviewed 3 different ice cream treats, and they were all of them really good, but you'll have to go watch my review and see what I said about them. Okay, hold on a second. This way, when I get done vlogging, all of my other videos will be ready to go. In today's video, I tried 3 different ice cream treats. Do you hear the neighbor dog next door barking? Sometimes Boo Radley goes crazy and sometimes he doesn't hear him. I have the curtains closed so he can't really see it right now, so it might not bother him. Okay, so when I'm talking about, like in my vlog, when I say like, oh, I'm like uploading videos, like the that one is currently, the review video is currently being uploaded. And now I am going to start uploading my Peterisms video, which I filmed for the day. Thank God I didn't delete today's Peterisms video. And it is called, I think I called it I Want to Go Home. Because one of the meditations was about, it's like a longer one too. I read 2 meditations in there. One of the meditations is about like when you're on this journey of recovery and like just wanting to go home, not like a physical home, but like a spiritual home, and all of that. It was really 2 really good meditations today that I read. I really liked them both. Let me tell you about my day. So I was sitting out on the front porch earlier, and my neighbor across the street came out, and oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't make a thumbnail on my review video. My neighbor across the street, hold on, let me get this Peterisms video up and going. When I was at Caroline's house, her internet is so fast, and apparently we can't get the kind of internet that she has here, that like to upload like an hour-and-a-half long vlog would take me like 2 minutes. This Peterisms video is going to take me 39 minutes to upload. Now, if I do it on my phone, it's a lot faster, but so I was sitting out on my, I'm going to get a thumbnail really quick. I was sitting out on my front porch, and my neighbor, she came out, and her friend pulled into the driveway, and she was like, where did I get the thumbnail? Hold on a second. There it is. I turn them around. Okay. Screenshot it. Got my thumbnail, and then I'll have to go in and do it. Okay. So my neighbor from across the street, she was, here, I'm gonna go outside and take you guys outside with me. So she was outside, and then her friend came in and like pulled in behind her. Okay, booby, I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna vlog for a little bit, okay? He's like, okay, Dad. Go in and eat your dinner. Don't be sad. Your dad's gonna be home real quick. So she like pulled into her friend pulled into her driveway, and so she was coming out and she was like in her bathing suit and whatever. And I said, are you going for a swim? And I thought the pool was like closed yesterday, but I thought, well, maybe they'll leave it open today, but I wasn't sure. That's why I went and did my last swim yesterday, because they said it was going to close on the 15th. And so she was like, yeah, we were gonna, you know, yesterday I went for my last swim, but I think the pool's still open, so we're gonna go for one last swim today. And I said, oh, okay. And she goes, you should come with us. And I said, well, I said yesterday, you know, I went for my last swim and whatever. And she was like, okay. She was like, but if you decide that you want to come up there, come up there. She was like, we would love to have you and whatever. And I've kind of gotten to know her friend over the summer, last summer and this summer, because this is a friend of hers that she like worked with for like her entire career teaching. And so she would come over here like last summer, like when she was still working and stuff, like, and when the pool was open, like after they would get off work, they would come over here and go swimming and whatever. And so anyway, really sweet women, and so nice. And so I was sitting here and I was like, well, I went inside and I started doing some stuff, and then I was like, I should just go up to the pool. Like, why not? Like, you know what I mean? I can film videos later and whatever. So at this point, it was like, I don't know, 3-something. I think 3-something. I don't know what time it was. But anyway, so I put on my swimsuit and got my bag ready and my towel and everything. And like, I came outside and her friend's car was still in the driveway. And before they left, I heard her say, just drive us down there, like I can walk back. And her friend was like, no, we can just walk down there together and we'll walk back together. So when I saw her friend's car there, I assumed they were still at the pool. So I walk all the way down to the pool, and I get to the pool, and you can look at my Instagram story, but they had put a chain around the pool. Now, I have never, in all of my years of living here, I have never seen them do this before. I've never seen them actually put, like, a chain with a lock around the pool. I was actually pretty floored. So I don't know why that is, especially since they're going to do this dog swim thing the next 2 days, I guess, Saturday and Sunday. So I was kind of like, okay, whatever. So I came back. I was kind of a little deflated. I was kind of like, oh my God, I really wanted to go for one last swim, even though I had my last swim yesterday. Then I was excited because I kind of imagined, I got my coffee already. And so like, I kind of imagined just like sitting up there with them, you know, like, and talking like we had like previous summers and this summer. And so I was kind of really excited about it. And honestly, I was kind of like, if I don't film any videos today because I have one last day at the pool, well, so be it. Then I have one last day at the pool with my neighbors, and you know, it is what it is, and I'll have fun. And so I was kind of sad, and they weren't up there anymore, so they must have come back and been doing something inside. But I felt kind of deflated about that. I was kind of like, oh my gosh. So anyway, that was that, and then came back and filmed my drama video, filmed my Peterisms video, filmed my review video, got those. Well, just got the review and the Peterisms video uploaded, was already uploading my drama video, and fed Boo Radley. Alex got off work at about 3 o'clock, 3:30 or 4 today, and he met up with a friend to have a glass of wine, and then he's coming home, and then he's going to take me to the grocery store, because there's a bunch of stuff that I want to get. And then he is going over to his friend's house that he hasn't, like one of his really dear friends that he hasn't seen in like 2 or 3 weeks. And they're going to like watch movies and get pizza and stuff. He asked me if I wanted to go over there, but I was like, I don't think so. I think I just want to watch Manifest tonight because I'm so into that show right now. Like, so, but anyway, he'll have fun tonight. And then tomorrow I'm getting my hair cut in the afternoon. And then we're doing this like group thing tomorrow night. Supposedly, so like early in the evening. I will say that I don't know that I'm going to be able to get a vlog done tomorrow just because of the timing of everything. I don't know that I'm going to be able to film any videos tomorrow. So, and if I do film videos tomorrow, if I were only able to film one video, the one video that I would film would be my vlog. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that tomorrow, just with like the timing of everything. But if I don't film tomorrow, I will definitely be back on a Sunday. So, and if you're in the Vloggerinos group, I will post in the Vloggerinos group that I'm not filming on the vlog channel, just so that you guys know and you don't, like worry and wonder where I'm at or whatever. You're like, well, Peter, we don't. But anyway, just so you know what I'm saying. But if you're watching this, if somebody comments and says, like, where's the vlog from tonight, just if you could comment and just be like, he said he wasn't going to post possibly, because we have like my hair appointment and it's like middle of the afternoon, and then this thing is like early at like 6. And so, I don't know. If I vlog after we get home from that, it's going to be like 9 or 10, and to get that up and get it approved and everything on YouTube will be like really late at night. So, okay. Oh, the other day too, like, it was funny because I posted that video and then, or filmed that video early, and then I didn't even post it till like late at night. So last night, what did we do last night? What was last night? Thursday? Alex came home. What did we do for dinner? I had some leftover Chinese food. Oh, he wasn't hungry because this woman at work like brought in, like, she's like this, she loves to cook, and so she brought in like meatloaf and mashed potatoes and all this stuff for everybody. So he had like meatloaf and mashed potatoes at work, which is so funny because you would, like, my husband is like not a big, like, home cooked meal kind of guy, but he said it was so delicious and he loved it. It's so funny, like, when I was growing up, like, obviously I don't eat meat, but when I was growing up, like, I hated like meatloaf and stuff like that. But now, like, a home cooked like pot roast or whatever, and I think there's vegetarian pot roast and stuff that you can get, like, that kind of sounds good. Anyway, so we hung out. I feel like we watched something on TV last night. Oh, we did. We watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and got caught up on that. Wow, that season is just unbelievable. And then we watched Watch What Happens Live. And then we hung out for a little bit. And then he went to bed. And then, well, he said he was going to bed, but he ended up staying up for like 2 hours playing his game because I kept on going inside and the light was on. And then I would go upstairs and he was like, had his phone out and he was like, I'm playing my game. And Boo Radley was under the covers and stuff. Very homey. So I was going to watch Manifest, and I was going to watch, like, at that point it was like 12 or something, 11:30, 12, and I was going to watch like 4 episodes of Manifest. Oh, it had to have been earlier than that. I don't know what time it was, but it had to have been earlier than that because somebody tagged me on Twitter and said that there was this new documentary on Netflix that was coming out, and they made it seem like it hadn't come out yet, but it was coming out, called Sins of Our Mother. And so I was like, so I came out here and I was like, I want to watch. It was actually kind of cold out here last night. What do I hear? I hear somebody like doing something in the leaves. Oh, it's somebody riding a bike in the leaves over here. Big dogs. So I wanted to watch the trailer for Sins of Our Mother to see if it was good. So I went to Netflix, and when I went to Netflix on my phone, I wasn't on my iPad yet, it was the #2 show trending in the United States. And I was like, oh my god, it's out already? So I didn't even watch the trailer, I just started watching it. And, it was so good, you guys. I watched so 3 episodes. The first 2 episodes are like 50 minutes, and the 3rd episode is like 38 or 39 minutes. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. It was so good. The 3rd episode, somebody tagged me or tweeted me and said, get a box of Kleenex for the 3rd episode. It's tearjerker. It's really a well done documentary. And I guess like not an international, but like a national story. I had never heard of this. I didn't know anything about this story whatsoever. But it was really well done and really concise in like 3 episodes. I thought it was like you got to see everything that had happened in 3 episodes. And they could add to it because there's like still ongoing stuff that's going on with it. So I don't know, they might come out with other stuff. So I watched that, and then I started watching Manifest, and I feel like at that point it was like Yeah, I don't know what time I would have started that because I feel like it was only like 1:30 at that point. And the episodes of Manifest are only like 39 or 40 minutes long. And I watched 3 or 4 episodes of Manifest. I think 3. I'm so into that show, you guys. Like, it's not like, at first I was like, the acting is cheesy and stuff like that, but it really isn't. Like, the acting really isn't that cheesy. And I like the storylines. I like how they mix between kind of like the thriller aspect of it and kind of like this stuff that's like makes you nervous about it. I like that they mix that with so like the story is that these people have been missing for 5 years and nobody knows where they're at. And like they think they got on a plane and they come back to the United States and like to New York, right? And they think it's been like 4 hours, but it's been 5 years. And so the story like goes between like the thriller aspect of trying to figure out what happened and being in danger and all this kind of stuff, and also like them acclimating to their new lives. And I really like the way that they do it and they juxtapose it like so it's interesting. I'm not gonna tell you any more than that. It was funny because I was asking Tanya's husband Eric when I was over there on Tuesday. I said, have you watched Manifest? And he was like, no, what's that? And he goes, is that the show about the plane? And I go, yeah. And he goes, Tanya tried to get me to watch that and I couldn't watch that show. I didn't think Tanya watched it. And then he goes, it reminded me of that other show. And I go, Lost? And he goes, no, that other show. And I go, La Brea? And he goes, yeah, that one. He goes, that was dumb too. And I go, oh my God, I love that show so much. So anyway, my neighbor's out checking her flowers again. I think I figured out their schedule. I think they eat between like 5 and 6. And then I think she comes out here and she like looks at her, because she's been out here earlier. And then I think that she like waters and like looks at her plants for like a half an hour or so. And then, because he leaves his grill out here. I don't know if the grill is out or not tonight, but then he cleans the grill if he cooks out, and then they go inside and they like watch TV and read and stuff like that. Because like it's so cute because like when they shut their garage door, like I know they're like done for the night. Like that's it, It's looking good. You what? Oh, it'll probably be, what did I say, next weekend? Now you know how I am with being procrastination and laziness. I tried to go to the pool today. I know, but she said that it was still open, so I tried to go up there. And they had a chain around it. What'd you guys have for dinner tonight? A Greek shrimp couscous salad. That sounds good. Speaking of, so this is my new thing. Okay. So I, like in the early spring, like, well, I guess it was like March or whatever. Like every night, for dinner, literally like every night, I wasn't eating a lot. This is how I lost a lot of weight, was that I would eat 2 grilled cheese sandwiches. Alex would make this for me every single night. He like cooked it, made it for me, put it on a platter, and every single night this is what I ate. 2 grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup. And so, and I ordered like, or I got, from like Amazon Fresh and whatever, I got all these different kinds of like tomato soups. They have like really good different kinds of like, I don't know if it's Campbell's, but they have like different kinds of like tomato and Havarti, and it's like all these different like really good tomato soups on there. I'm kind of like craving right now like split pea soup a little bit. I think it's because it's fall. Are you like, do you crave certain foods at different times of year? I know I do. So anyway, so like every single night, like Alex would be like, what do you want for dinner, babe? And and I would be like, and that was when like I like couldn't like move around a lot because I still was in the brace, and so he was so sweet. He would cook for me every single night and bring it to me, and I was like tomato soup and 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, and so he would make them for me every single night, right? So I was watching TikToks one night. I don't know who this person was, but it was this girl. If anybody knows who it is, I'd like to know, because she uses a lot of different of these things. She had these small like sandwich makers, and she had this one that was like just a small grilled cheese maker, and then she had like a breakfast sandwich maker, and like all these different, and she's like in a college dorm, and she just like makes all this stuff, and then there's like music playing in the background. I think there's music playing in the background, maybe not, I don't know. And she just like makes this little meal, and then she shows it. So I was like, I'm gonna buy a grilled cheese maker. I think I might have even bought that once I came back to YouTube, I don't know. But I bought a Cuisinart sandwich maker, and it wasn't that expensive, honestly. It was like 30 bucks or something like that. And it's been sitting in the kitchen on top of Alex's George Foreman grill, which you might ask, why would you just not use Alex's George Foreman grill? And the reason why is I wanted to use something that would never have any meat on it, that would just be for my grilled cheese sandwiches, and that would be it, and that way I would never have to like worry about like intensely cleaning it and stuff like that. So, but I've never used it. Like I don't think if I've used it like maybe once, and didn't really know what I was doing or whatever. So last night I was like telling Alex, I was like, I want to start making grilled cheese sandwiches and soup again, like it's fall, and then I can have that for lunch and whatever, you know. And so I want to get this pull this grilled cheese maker out, and so it's just sitting in the kitchen, not using it. I have all these appliances that I buy and I get excited about and then I don't use, you know. Like my electric kettle I'm going to use too. And so he was like, I think that would be great, you know. And so I asked him if he would like take me to the store, because I wanted to get like some different kinds of cheese and bread and whatever. But I didn't know how to use this thing like appropriately, right? So I got on YouTube last night, and I put in like Cuisinart sandwich maker grilled cheeses, whatever, and it came up with like all of these different videos, but there was really only one where the woman uses the exact same thing that I have, and she made like a tomato basil cheese sandwich. It looked really good. So basically they're just melted sandwiches is all they are, right? And so, like a grilled cheese or whatever. But when I was looking on there, there was a recipe for a brie and apple grilled cheese sandwich. I love brie. You guys, I love brie. I love brie cold though, really. But I think it would be, I think I've had in the past, like we've gone to some, like I know this Ruth's Cafe right up here that I love, like they have a brie and apple grilled cheese sandwich. So, actually, Valerie and I were talking about how we might go to Ruth's for brunch one of these days. So, I think I'm going to when I go to the store, I think I'm just going to get like some just regular American cheese for grilled cheese. I want to get like 2 kinds of bread. I want to get like white bread, and then I want to get like some kind of fun whole wheat bread. Because I love grilled cheeses on whole wheat, or like my favorite. And then I want to get like apples, and I want to get some brie. I might actually make a video about it on my Peter Does Stuff channel and make a fancy grilled cheese sandwich. Who knows? So anyway, but I'm excited about that. I'm excited about seeing what other stuff I can get at the grocery store to put on that. Probably a tomato to put it on, like, you know. If you guys make those use those sandwich makers and you have suggestions for things to put like on like a grilled cheese or whatever, let me know in the comment section below. But remember, I'm a vegetarian, so I can't have like bacon or anything like that on there. The thing is, I am like, when we go to Ruth's Cafe, like I took Alex there one time because I think they have the best grilled cheeses in the entire world. And the one that I get is called Grandma's Special, and it's like Grammas, like Grandma's Special. And it says on there Velveeta, and then you get to pick your bread, and it's like sourdough, white, and I always get challah bread. So it's just Velveeta on challah bread, right? And I love it. and then I get it with tomato bisque soup. One day they had curried carrot soup. Oh my god, it was so good. And their cooks there like come up with different soups every day, so they always have like tomato, basil, but then like they also have like another soup in addition to that. They have the best soups in the world. I love soups in the fall. I love soups any time of the year, really. But so I took Alex up there, God, I don't know, 2 years ago or something like that, and I really was excited because he loves grilled cheeses too. And I was like, he'll just make like 2 or 3 grilled cheeses on the George Foreman grill for himself, and he'll be like, I'll be like, are you making something down there? He's like, yeah, I just made like 3 grilled cheeses. He uses the hell out of that George Foreman grill. He loves it. I think we got that for free, actually. I think he got it for free. I think it was like they sent it to him for like a Instagram picture or something, and he just had to show like a picture of him like using it or whatever. He uses that all the time. Like, so Alex makes this like salad, like this, he calls it a Greek salad, but it's not. It's like spinach, and then it's like balsamic vinaigrette, and he puts like mozzarella cheese on it, and then he grills chicken on the George Foreman grill. He like bastes it and all this kind of stuff, and then he does actually kind of cook sometimes. And he makes it, and he puts it in these huge, big, like, plastic bowls. And he doesn't usually put croutons in his. He'll put croutons in mine. Sometimes he puts black beans in his. Things like that. The other thing I saw, this brie. I'm glad that I was talking about this, because this brie sandwich. Oh, so anyway, taking Alex to Ruth's Cafe. So he got this grandma's, it's called Grandma's Special, I think, and he got it, and I was like, so what do you think? Isn't it so good? And he was like, I mean, you literally could make this at home. And I'm like, okay, that's not the point. Like, isn't it so delicious? He was not impressed with it. But I love it. The place is just so cute. It's like, no table looks the same. Like, they have, like, you know, mismatched, like, salt and pepper shakers. And they have, like, those sayings on the wall that are always, like, with enough coffee, I can get through the day. And stuff like that. It's, like, very homey. And it's just super cute. It's, like, small town cafe. I love it. I think there's 2 in Indianapolis. And I think there's one woman that owns it. Actually, Caroline and I... was it Caroline and I? I think it was Caroline and I. We were pulling out of that strip mall because Crumble Cookies is in the same strip mall. And, which is like the hardest parking in the entire world. And Caroline's always like, I hate this strip mall. The parking's horrible here. And so we had ran into this girl. Oh, no. It was Aaron and I. We had ran into this girl when I had gone to the gas station to get the sodas that I reviewed on my review channel. And Erin saw the girl come out, and she goes, that girl that we saw at the gas station, she's like, I couldn't figure out where I knew her from. She goes, she's worked at Ruth's Cafe for like 20 years. And I was like, oh my God, she has. And she was standing right in front of me in line. And I was like, yeah, she works at Ruth's Cafe. Like, I forgot all about her. Hey, how are you?
Fine, and you?
Good. It's beautiful tonight. What? It is. He's so sweet. It's the woman with the little Scotty dog. I love him so much. I don't know why he reminds me of Tucker. Miss Tucker. I was talking in my Peterisms video about, you know, like these different eras of my life, and that, you know, at one point, like I've looked at like almost like, well, I looked at like the first era was kind of like my childhood, and then there was like my high school years, and then like my college using years, and then getting sober, but that also coincided with like my first boyfriend. There's kind of like 2 overlapping eras. It's like my career working in treatment, and then also like my first boyfriend, because like that career working in treatment was like 13 years and like spanned like 2 relationships. So I would call that like one era, because that was like different, like all the people that I interacted with, like my coworkers and supervisor and stuff like that. And then the era with like my first boyfriend, and then my era with my second boyfriend. And then today being with Alex, and then I would also say like another like overlap. It stopped. I would also say another overlapping era is like my YouTube career, you know, and because that's definitely separate and like profound or different from other parts of my life. But like I got done doing that video and I was like thinking to myself, you know, it's like I don't like to think about like when Boo isn't here anymore, you know. But the reality is, it's like this woman that was just like the woman that just walked by. I said to her the other day, I don't know if this was on film or not, but I said, how old is he? And she said he just turned 13. And she was like, fingers crossed, because they don't last forever, right? And I was like, oh, our dog is 13 too, or something like that. And but you know, there was this long period of our life and of our relationship that was Alex, Pee-Pee, Tucker, and Boo. And you know, Boo could live to be, you know, 19 or 17 or whatever. I mean, we might have a few years left with him, many years left with him. I just want him to feel healthy. I just want him to be happy, you know. It's more my concern than anything else. But I do think, like, when I go to that place, when I go to, like, that sad place, I think, well, like, when Boo is gone, it's the end of an era. You know, that for, like, I could just start bawling right now thinking about it. It's like, you know, for a very long time, it was just the five of us. And just this happy family, you know? And, and I don't like to think that way. You know, Alex is better about that than me. But, you know, Alex has made it very, very clear that he doesn't ever want to have 3 dogs again. You know? I think it would be a real push to have even 2 dogs again with him. As far as, like, I mean, he wants to travel, and he wants to travel, like, you know, far distances, like Thailand and Fiji and things like that, and be gone for 2 weeks at a time. And he's like, it's just not realistic. And having a dog, you know, and we're having more. And he also wants to have a dog that we can travel with. Maybe not to those places, but like, you know, going back and forth to Florida or wherever we would go, you know, that we would just like take the dog with us, and the dog would be like able to fly and whatever. That is like something that is like really important for him. I think Alex probably, especially, well, I don't know, I can say with Pee-Pee, but like, because the grieving was so different for him. Like, he just had never like lost a dog before, and I don't think he was prepared for it. And you know, he would say sometimes when I would talk about, like, I mean, we both kind of agreed that we didn't want to get another dog until Boo Radley was gone, because we wanted to focus all of our attention on Boo Radley. I also don't think Boo Radley would understand. And I know that there are a lot of people that are like, oh, he would love a friend or whatever. I'm not so sure about that. Boo Radley doesn't do very well around other dogs. One of 2 things usually happens. Like, our neighbor's dog, who is very young and kind of like hyper, Boo Radley just like barks and barks and barks and like runs around them in circles and gets them all hyped up, and that's not good for him. Or like when Sarah brings her dog over here, and Sarah's dog is a pug and is like Boo Radley's age exactly, and is super calm and basically just walks around the house and wheezes or just like sits on the floor. Boo Radley like jumps up on our lap and is like shakes like crazy. Do I think that Boo Radley would eventually get used to having another dog here? I mean, sure, probably eventually. But Boo is somebody that is so attention seeking. Like, just for example, last night, you know, like, we must have watched something else first, because, oh, Alex was watching Dynasty while I was like getting some other stuff done. And so like the half an hour that he watched that and the half an hour into Beverly Hills, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, he like held Boo Radley like a baby and held him and just petted him the whole time, right? Then he like took him outside and then he put him like on the floor. And as soon as he put him on the floor, Boo Radley came around the side of my chair. And he now, because of the medicine that he's taking, like, he'll jump up on the furniture and stuff again. So he jumped up on the ottoman, or like he like was there, and then like I helped him jump up, and he came up on the, and so he was sitting there, and he just like looked at me, and he usually doesn't do this. Like Alex is usually the one that holds him on the TV shows because like he'll like his bed is right next to it, and so he was sitting there, and he goes, So I said, well, come over here, honey. So I held him and I was petting him, and then I like held him for like a half an hour, and then like I like was eating some like chips and dip, and so he walked away for a second, and I was like sitting like this with my hand, was like, I can't remember how I had my hand, but like he like put his like head underneath my hand, like he wanted me to like, I mean, he is so attention seeking, you guys, you have no idea. Like when we were up in bed at night, like he just wants constant snuggles and rubs and cuddles, you know, and sweetnesses. And so I don't know that he would do real well with another dog, and I'm not real hyped to get another dog. Like I don't feel pressed right now, like I need another dog. Like that's not something in my life that I need this moment. And I don't know how I'll feel when Boo's gone, you know. I don't know if it'll be something that, like, that week, I feel like I need to get another dog. I will say this. I feel really, really strongly about rescuing a dog. And, you know, like, Tanya and Melissa and everybody else that I know, you know, that gets involved. And I have so many friends of mine that are involved. And Caroline and dog rescues, it's like, you know, they always say that, like, that the dog picks the owner kind of thing. So I don't know how that'll go. I mean, I really don't, you know. I would personally love to have another Chihuahua, but I also like having like fuzzy dogs like Boo and Tucker. So like I would love to have like a furry fuzzy little mutt. I don't know. And I honestly, like, I don't, like, take it to that point. I just sometimes, like, when I get really sad about it, I think about, like, how weird it's going to be that there's going to be a day that we come home and there's no dogs here. Like, that's going to be so strange for me. Especially, like, I'm going to get talking about this. Especially because I'm here all day long, you know. And sometimes with like Boo like goes down to his house and just like sits in there a lot. And like that was never the case. Like, you know, Tucker or Pee-Pee would always be like in videos with me, or like sitting there, or like, you know, only at the very end would Pee-Pee just like stay in bed and he wouldn't want to come down. Tucker at the very end started sitting on the steps going upstairs, which was weird. But I was saying in my Peterisms videos today that it was so weird because, so Boo Radley, when I start my Peterisms video, it's like as soon as I say my intro to that, I can hear him run up the stairs and come in through the kitchen, and then he walks around. He only does it on my Peterisms videos. He doesn't do it on any other video. And what is so strange about that is that Tucker did the same thing. And if you watch my Peterisms videos, Tucker always would do that, and then, or like he would be there at the beginning of the video, and then at the end of the video, he would bark. Like when I would be signing off and I'd say, okay, you guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you and I'll see you tomorrow. He would always bark. And Boo Radley doesn't bark. But it's so funny that, like, out of all of my channels, that's the only one that either of them did that on. So I don't know. I'm thinking tonight might be a good night for a walk after I get back from the grocery store. So I think I'm going to end this so that I can start rendering this and get this up. And then I can have it uploading, and while I go to the grocery store and stuff, and hopefully I can get it up a little bit earlier tonight. It just depends on how long the process takes with YouTube. So anyway, thank you guys for hanging out on the front porch with me. This was nice. It's beautiful tonight. The sun is, the late afternoon sun is shining, or early evening sun. late afternoon sun is shining on the trees and on the leaves, which I'm sure are going to start changing soon. And yeah, so thank you for hanging out with me today. This was fun, and I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Friday. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start your day over whenever you want. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but don't tell anyone. And 3, most importantly, I almost forgot again, make sure to reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. You could just be completely changing their day for the better, you know. And some people don't hear from people all day long. And be kind to one another. Be kinder to one another. Love one another a little bit more. And most importantly, be kinder and love yourself a little bit more. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. Oh, and for those that need to hear it, and those that want to hear it, and those that just happen to stick around, one more, I love you. Love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Happy birthday, Lena.